everyone, I'm Harley and it's really nice to see you on our channel. First of all, please subscribe and thumbs up. In today's video, I'm going to tell you everything I know about copywriting. Of course, I cannot go into deep in every aspect because this is only 20 minutes video, but do not worry, I will tell you every basics you need to know to start working as a copywriter, to be a copywriter, to gain necessary skills. Because now this is a very important profession and demand on this profession is actually more than the copywriters themselves. So yeah, you have a job opportunity and you have to study first of all, know the skills and the basics of it. So if you are ready, let's start. So guys, let's start our video, but before going to practical part, I will tell you a bit on theory. I prepared for you a special list of top tips and tricks for content writers, copywriters, etc. and I think you should know them, so let's take a look first of all at them. So tip number 1 is about plagiarism. What you should do, you should avoid plagiarism. All your articles, all your content should be at least 90% unique. If you do plagiarize, at least do it smart. What is smart plagiarism? Basically paraphrasing. Paraphrasing text in a way that it is at least 90% unique. If you do it hardly and smartly, it can be even 100% unique, and that is what you need. If you do not have any idea about the article you are writing for, then research a few other articles, paraphrase even the structure of the sentences, and finally you will get a unique product. And that is basically what most people do, but it is called not smart plagiarism or paraphrasing as much as it is called an article based on careful research. Our next tip is break up your content in order to improve its readability, and let's take a look at it. So you need to break up your content into bullet points, paragraphs, etc., in order to make the visual communication element stronger, and it is very easy to do using WordPress's Gutenberg editor. If you do not use WordPress, in order to break down your content more effectively, you can use Notion instead of Word or Google Docs, and if you want, we can have a separate tutorial on Notion. Paragraph length. It is very important for the sake of readability to keep your paragraphs short, 150 or 200 words, not more than 200 words. Try to keep it as short as possible. Break down your content to paragraphs. For example, you are writing how to add a Google map to your WordPress website. Write a paragraph like how to add it without plugin, how to add it with this plugin, how to add it with another plugin, and etc. One very important tip and advice for you to remember is not use images from Google, just randomly picked images, because you do not have legal rights to use those images. You can just download Canva Pro, which costs around $12 a month, and create customized images, which will first of all create a custom style for your website, which is pretty cool, and secondly, you won't get into any legal troubles with using that images that you created with Canva Pro. Besides, if you do not want to pay or invest money to use those images, you can use stock images, and in the description down below I will leave a links to 2 websites from which you can use images for commercial purposes for free, even without references. Also, you should use CTAs, which is basically an abbreviation from call to action. Especially if you're writing a marketing text or text for selling purposes, CTAs are very important, so use them. Even if it's not a particularly selling text, but you are a blogger who wants to get more engagement, impressions, and more likes on the post or more comments, just ask your followers certain questions or motivate them to take certain actions. It's not hard to do at all. So let's continue our video with understanding what is the difference between copywriter and content writer. There are 2 different things, because copywriter mostly writes short texts, aims to get to new audience. They have marketing purposes, they use call to actions more than content writers do, and they basically aim to get new people to the website or to the store or whatever. Meanwhile, content writer aims to build trust among existing audiences. So content writers write longer articles, they aim to build the trust, the engagement, they aim to keep the audience rather than get to new audience. And there are different types of content writing. Let's take a look at them. First of all, there are business and marketing writing, landing pages, blogs, social media, ebook writing, newsletters and magazine writing, copywriting, press releases, product reviews and descriptions, editing, proofreading, selling text, etc., etc. There are so many different categories of content writing, so you should first of all understand in which category you want to fit in, which one is your niche. For example, if you write business copywriting things, most likely you will not be able to write a great creative piece of copy. So figure out your niche and then specialize on it. So yes, there are key differences between each area of copywriting. For example, if you're specializing in business texts, as I said before, you cannot from the first try write a great creative essay. Of course, if you try more, you can write a great piece of creative essay, but I'm not sure if you can do it from the first try. So finding your niche is very important, and there are some key principles to use in every niche. Doesn't matter wherever you are. If you're writing business texts, blog posts, social media texts, motivating speeches, doesn't matter at all. You have to apply what's in it for me principle everywhere, but not what's in it for you, no, what's in it for your visitor. So if you want someone to read your text, to read the thing that you have written, spent your energy on, people tend to read something that they found useful for themselves. For example, if I see an article and it's not in my theme, I don't need that article, why would I read it? No, sorry, I don't have enough time to read something that doesn't offer anything for me. But if the what's in it for me principle used in great ways, powerful words are used, like emotional words are used, I would most likely be like, oh damn, this sounds great, I should read this article because it's definitely gonna give me some skills which I'm going to apply in my further life. And from the previous point, use powerful and emotional words. In the description down below, I will leave two links to two websites which have articles in which those powerful and emotional words are all sorted out, so it will be easier for you to use. Of course, you cannot remember every and each word, but when you write something, you can just take a look at those articles and remember, oh, I can use this word instead of this one and my text will look like better, and it really does. But remember one very important thing. A powerful word, emotional word is not a hard to read word or a word that general audience is not familiar with. No. Powerful word, for example, is free, you, we. Those are powerful words. And emotional words are words that trigger certain emotion. For example, death. It is a powerful emotional word which triggers an emotion. Marvelous. It's a powerful emotional word which triggers, again, an emotion that there's something positive, there's something amazing. But marvelous sounds like better than amazing, because word amazing is already overused. So finally, let's get into a practical part where I will show you how to apply what's in it for me principle, emotional words and power words, and how can they make a normal piece of text a good piece of text, a better piece of text, the best piece of text. And yeah, let's just start. So now let me tell you some tools which can help you to improve your writing, including your headlines. So first of all, I want to tell you is called Headline Analyzer. It is one of the best tools available for free, and let's take a look at it. So I wrote a headline here which is like 6 powerful digital tools for your business, and it suggested me improvements. So I use more emotional words, more power words, and make it a bit longer, and I scored 87, which is a really good score because it's very hard to score all 100, but it is possible. So my 6 powerful digital tools are now top 6 incredibly powerful digital tools for your business growth. So business growth. What do most businessmen need? They need to grow to expand their business. So using word growth is very smart over here, and the headline analyzer explained it to me. Using word top 6 rather than just 6 is better for SEO score, because when people research something like this, they usually type like top this. They do not type like 6 this. So yes. incredibly powerful. Those are emotional and powerful words. Word powerful itself is very powerful, and it makes basically everything sounds like better. Like first headline, let's take a look at like, oh, headline article, let's go. And then you see a headline like this: top 6 incredibly powerful digital tools. Digital tools, by the way, it's also itself a phrase that is a very modern phrase and can catch an attention, but I wrote it from the start, so it's fine. And by the way, here you can see headline score, word balance, word count, character count, headline type, reading grade level, and SEO score as well. Keyword quality, keyword density, average monthly searches, search competition. For example, here it still suggests me for the SEO score improvement, use a keyword topic that has an increasing trend line and use longer, more specific keywords, which I did not use. But still, as you can see, it is a high quality headline because it scored 78% and it has high potential 73%. And here they even wrote like, congrats, your headline contains a lot of high quality keywords which increase your potential to rank highly in the search. That's why SEO is important basically. So yes, here you can see everything needed. You can see the balance, you can correct your errors in every and each possible way, and we will do it once again. Let me think of a bad headline and let us correct it together. So our new headline is top 5 tools for personal growth, which scored 67 for SEO and 68 for headline score. And let's see what improvements it suggests. So increase your emotional words, uncommon words, common words, and word count. We have to increase word count at least by 3 words. So let's think of it. Top 5 tools for personal growth. Top 5 working tools for personal growth, but the word working isn't that powerful, I guess. So let's think of something else. Top 5 astonishing tools that work for your personal growth. Top 5 astonishing practical tools. Astonishing practical tools for your personal growth. And let's see how much will this headline score. It scored 83, which is pretty amazing, I guess, because we used astonishing, practical, and your personal growth. So not just personal growth, but your personal growth. And for SEO, it scored 84, which is a good quality. So yes, like, this headline analyzer is pretty great. It suggests you everything you need to improve your headlines and catch an attention, because you get clicks when people see your headline and your image, which is very important. By the way, thumbnail images are very important, but it's not your responsibility, it is the responsibility of graphic designers, so do not worry about that for now. And second tool I wanted to tell you about is in WordPress, in the Gutenberg editor, you can download the Yoast SEO plugin, which is like the best plugin ever. But if you do not have WordPress, the Hemingway app basically works the same way. It shows you how to improve your readability. And now let's take a look at this app. First of all, let's take a look at Yoast SEO. So basically you click on the SEO score, you type the key phrase over here, and you can see what improvements it suggests to improve your SEO. And when the smile is green, that means that you can go with it, your SEO is great. And for the readability, also make sure that your smile is not red or orange, it is green. And it also suggests how to improve your readability. If you use too much long sentences, you can click on this eye and it will show you in which part of the text you used too much long sentences, and you can just edit that part of the text and do not bother yourself trying to find that part of the text. Second tool is of course Hemingway app, and let's take a look at it. So basically type hemingwayapp.com and you are over here. Here you can see already ready text in which I can show you everything. So the app highlights lengthy complex sentences and common errors. If you see yellow sentence, shorten or split it. So here is a yellow sentence basically which tells you what to do with it, and over here on the right side in the toolbar you can see one of 11 sentences is hard to read. The red sentence is a very hard to read sentence, which you again have to edit. You can split it, you can make it 2 sentences, or use less complicated words at least. The green sentence is passive voice, which is not very good to use for text. Like, try to use as many active voice as possible and as less passive voice as possible to make your text score higher. And yes, if it's for general audience or for knowledgeable audience but not for expert audience, then Hemingway app is great. Go check your text there, because mostly you will need to write text for general audiences, and using hard to read sentences for general audience is a crime basically. It's not a legal crime, but it's a crime as a copywriter, because good copywriter will never use words that general audience will not understand. Of course, if you are writing a copy for general audience, so before writing it, you have to know who is your audience. Is it knowledgeable audience, general audience, or expert audience? Because you have to write and use a different word choice for each of them. And of course, the last tool and the most popular tool, but I cannot leave it out in case if someone didn't know about it, but I'm sure most of you know about it, is Grammarly. But please go with the Pro version, because Pro version of Grammarly gives you everything you need. It gives you everything you need to improve your writing, even the readability of it. But still, Hemingway app will suggest you better readability things, but there in Grammarly you can choose your certain goals, like is it a general audience, knowledgeable audience, etc, etc, and it will also point out hard to read sentences, your grammar, syntax errors, etc. So yeah, check it out. So that was all I wanted to tell you. I hope guys you really liked it, and if you liked it, don't forget to thumbs up and support this video. Also, you can share it with your friends or colleagues who may be interested in copywriting. And one more important detail, doesn't matter you are 14, 13, 15, 16 or 30 or 40 or even 70. You can work as a copywriter if you have necessary skills for that. So don't be upset. Smile and just watch our tutorials. And in the comments section down below, please comment, do you want more tutorials like that, or you want something related to WordPress, or whatever you want. Like, give us suggestions and to improve our channel, to post a certain content that you like. It was really nice to see you. Bye.